Hi, I am Steve Dancer. I'm delighted you found us online or someone has referred you to our video. What you're about to hear is a live recorded webinar about our program, the Smart Flip and the 6 Figures Plus or Bust Real Estate Investor Mentoring Program. So grab a notebook, fasten your seatbelt. We're going live into a recorded webinar. Thank you, and we'll see you at the end. Hi everyone, and welcome. Welcome onto the program tonight. Wow, there's quite a few of you that are joining us. Many of you have been invited by some of our team members, and some of you are seeing us for the first time. Some of you are seeing us again for the second time and have already joined the team. So we really welcome each of you on the webinar tonight. Peg and I are totally delighted and honored to have you on this program tonight. It's going to be between 45 minutes and an hour, so grab a notebook and fasten your seatbelt. We're about to get started towards something big, and what we hope is something big in your life, like it is ours as well. First of all, our vision and hopefully your dream is building wealth with real estate by becoming a professional real estate investor. But before we move too far forward, I'd like to tell you a little bit about myself and Peggy so you get an understanding as to why we're even offering this program to you. First of all, you can see many of the websites that we utilize up the top left to market our business as real estate investors and real estate mentoring and coaches. NorthHoustonHomebuyers.com, Houston Luxury Home Buyers, Houston Avoid Foreclosure Help, We Buy Houston Area Homes, National Short Sale Mitigation Services, North Houston Property Solutions, Design Mark Builders, and Rich Mom Network Founders. First of all, we are in this industry for over 35 years and have over 35 years of real estate experience. Custom builders and developers for 35 years. Real estate investors since 1990. It's been an incredible ride. We're also the founders and co-founders of the Smart Flip, creators as well, if you will. We've closed over $150 million in real estate transactions and deals in our career. We're real estate coaches and mentors. We're licensed real estate agents. Yes, Peg and I both are some of those mangy licensed real estate agents, guys, right? Don't hold that against us. But honestly, since we became real estate agents, licensed agents in Texas many years ago, this has truly helped us in our business throughout our real estate investing business and agency business. It's just been a tremendous help for us and our mentoring students as well. It's helped keep us compliant. We understand the laws, rules, and regulations, the proper forms and documents to use. It's just been a major support system for us and for our mentoring students as well. And compliance is a big issue, as you hear more about in just a moment. We've owned and operated a real estate brokerage in the past, no longer do, thank God. Closed over 100 short sale deals and deed in lieu deals, seriously, over 100. It's been a great experience for us. Experts in controlling and selling real estate without ownership, aka the Smart Flip, and 10 years now developing and perfecting the Smart Flip, the core of our 6-figure plus or bust mentoring program. So our goal tonight with the 6 Figures Plus or Bust program is to show you how to build cash and cash flow through our classroom phase and through our mentoring program. Tonight is an introduction to that so that you can get acclimated as to what we're doing. And all of that using today's cutting edge technique, indeed our trademark and our core of our program, the Smart Flip. As I noted before, compliancy or being compliant is a big deal to us. We don't want to have to look over our shoulders wondering when the next lawsuit are coming or the next complaint to track is coming or the next lawyer that's chasing us down the road. Guys, we want to be compliant with the laws, statutes, and all of the acts that are below and our program, and we are compliant with TREC, TAR, TRELA, HUD, RESPA, Texas House Bill 1823, which was enacted in 2005, limiting, not doing away with, limiting lease options and executory contracts, the SAFE Act of 2008, and the Dodd-Frank Act and Law of January 10, 2014 just recently went into effect, both of which, of those, the SAFE and Dodd-Frank Act and the Texas House Bill, limited what someone can do in real estate investing and also, even more specifically, owner finance. Our program is completely compliant, fully with all of these laws, statutes, and acts below, then that begs the question, are other real estate investor programs, are they compliant? Are they? Many are not. Guys, Peg and I have spent tens of thousands of dollars on our real estate investing education over the last 20 years or so, and let me tell you, many of the programs that we've taken are not. Rest assured, we don't take being licensed real estate agents very lightly, and we don't take being compliant real estate investors very lightly either. Any of our students that take our program will be exposed to that in living color. So, the Smart Flip. What is the Smart Flip, Steve? The Smart Flip is the core of our program. It's a hybrid fusion of traditional real estate documents and protocols fused with compliant investor docs and techniques, blending all 8 elements of the Smart Flip into one coherent business plan working in unison. It starts with creative marketing. You see more about that in just a moment. I'm just going to give you an example of the 8 elements. Deal engineering, guys, when you're done with our program, you'll be exposed to world-class deal engineering and be on your way towards becoming a world-class deal engineer yourself, as well as a professional real estate investor. As part of our acquisition techniques, we train a hybrid of options that are compliant with track, trailer, and respite and all the above, and also whether or not to use an exclusive or non-exclusive hybrid option as well. And further, many of the other techniques that we train are subject to, which also offers some low risk and high reward elements to that, as well as the options. We'll also offer hybrid leases and sandwich leases, those type of sandwich leases that are compliant, are legal, ethical in the real estate world, and hybrid wraparound financing. Guys, if any of you, and I do believe some of you are real estate agents or real estate brokers out there, next time you're entering a listing, and when you're entering that, it asks you what type of financing is a seller going to allow on that particular property. One of the choices that you can choose is a wraparound financing. I don't think that anybody on HAR.com or any other real estate board would allow this sort of financing to be chosen if it were not legal, ethical, and moral. It certainly is. We're going to show you all of those details as we move forward with our program. Now, why real estate? Let me tell you why. And this is a quote. 90% of all millionaires become so through owning real estate. More money has been made in real estate than in all industrial investments combined. The wise young man or wage earner of today invests his money in real estate. This quote comes from none other than Andrew Carnegie. Guys, that's a big deal. Andrew Carnegie is a well-known multi-millionaire billionaire in his own right, and certainly has standing for this quote. Again, 90% of all millionaires become so through owning real estate. More money has been made in real estate than in all industrial investments combined. The wise young man or wage earner of today invests his money in real estate. Okay, how about that, guys? Flip that house. Real estate investors' do's and don'ts. So many programs on television today. House flipping is huge, to say the least. But truly, guys, what we see on television, for the most part, is success stories. Yeah, you see a few problems here and there, you see a few issues they come across here and there, but you don't see the real ugly side of Flip That House. And the real ugly side is many. I'm going to say half of all real estate investors have serious issues, face foreclosures, lose money on flipping houses. So what our goal is tonight, and specifically through our program, is how best to work at flipping houses and how best to limit your liability, and a lot of the problems that come along with it is called the do's and don'ts. So the first thing is ugly houses. Don't say ugly houses, guys. They're ugly houses, right? Ugly houses versus pretty houses. Which one should we do? Well, I submit to you, we should do both, but there should be some areas that we focus more time in than others, and that's really the strength of our program and the core of the Smart Flip. Nothing wrong with ugly houses. Ugly houses typically are going to be wholesale type properties where an investor, sometimes a newbie, and sometimes a seasoned wholesale investor, will go out and contract a property for, let's say, $50,000. They will then wholesale it to another buyer for, say, at $55,000 or $57,000 or $53,000 and get a flip fee, if you will, a wholesale flip fee. Okay. And this person is buying the property would generally be a landlord or a house flipper, someone that would then come in and renovate and then sell the property retail. Okay, a particular wholesale deal has to have anywhere from 35 to 50% equity, including everyone splits. The renovation costs and all of that goes into it is a typical equity spread you're going to have on it. So if it's a $100,000 home, you know, about the most you're going to be able to offer on that is $65,000. If it needs $15,000 in repairs, that would be more like $50,000. And if you want a $5,000 spread, you can only offer $45,000. That really limits the number of properties and deals you can work. Versus retail and versus our program, where we work equity deals anywhere from 5% to 30% equity. Of course, some of the deals we come across would have 50% equity, but if you're working in that spread, you'll never get these deals done up here in wholesale. But retail, we certainly can. Opens up a lot more deals, a lot more deal flows, and a serious income opportunity because the competition is more limited. Okay, so let's discuss ugly houses again very quickly to sort of dissect this. A wholesale fee is normally $2,000 to $5,000 to get an assignment fee, and typically again those properties are sold to rehabbers and or to landlords for hold. Wholesale techniques will be trained and mentored during this program. The contracts that are used to acquire wholesale property are similar to a retail property, and the exit strategies are similar in many ways in our program in the 6 Figures Plus or Bust Smart Flip program. But seriously, the big question is, on a monthly basis, what percentage of closings are the following? Wholesale or retail? At title companies throughout the greater Houston area, and guys, if you're outside of Houston, forgive me, but that's our primary market here. But imagine that's in your market. Wholesale and retail, all the closing companies, all the title companies around your area, what do you think the percentage of retail is to wholesale closings? The big answer is 96% retail and about 4% wholesale, or really investor deal closings. Okay, so that begs the question, where should we be spending more or most of our time? At the 96% level or the 4% level? Again, don't walk away from the 4% level. Okay, we should still have some business in that area, but the other areas are not explored by many real estate investors, and where a lot of the larger income is the retail side of the business. Enter the Smart Flip. Pretty houses, $2,000 income, assignment fees up to $100,000 plus. Numerous compliant entry and exit strategies are utilized through our Smart Flip program on pretty and semi-pretty homes. So another big question, rehab. How would you like to get paid before the rehab is done? Control without ownership. Ugly versus pretty? I think so. Let's dissect this real quick in a very quick case study, guys. Let's say we've got a Smart Flip that would be valued at $260,000. Needs $30K rehab before it's saleable and valued at $260K. We control the property or get a contract on the property at $200,000. We contract with a retail end buyer. We sell that property for $260K less the $30K rehab, right? Remember, we contracted for $200. Okay, so you get what? $30K at closing. Wait a minute, there's $30,000 left at closing. Let me see. The buyer gets that $30,000? No. The seller gets that $30,000? No. Who gets it? You, the savvy investor who knows how to work the Smart Flip and the overall 6 Figures Plus or Bust program. You will be trained in infinite detail how to achieve this kind of take and much higher, as you'll see in just a moment. Rehab after closing by a qualified contractor. You're already paid. You control the property without ownership. You didn't have to go get hard money financing or private money financing at 8%, 10%, 12% with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points. All of this is done through the Smart Flip program. Yes, we will train you how to take control of the property with ownership, but an extensive part of our program is control without ownership, limiting your liability with the ability to make the same income. You don't have to do the rehab, let somebody else do it. You're already paid, and the owner gets the rehab done the way they want to with one single closing. You're out the door with the money at the first closing. It is a brilliant way to approach this business. Now, let's talk about singles, doubles, and triples. Here's sort of our analogy about how real estate investing works when you get paid. The way we see this is if you hit a single on a deal, it's $1 up to $5,000. Hey, I'm a big proponent of hitting singles and doubles all day long. Singles and doubles is what will keep you in the game. A big time baseball analogy. Guys, not every batter that comes up to the plate at baseball hits a home run. For goodness sake, there's way more singles and doubles hit than there are triples and home runs. A double around $5K to $10,000. A triple, $10,000 to around $25,000. Single close on one deal. And a home run, $25,000 and higher. The nuclear home run is any specific deal that you close where you earn over $100,000 on a single closing. You say, Steve, is that possible? Man, is that possible? It's very plausible that if you market properly, and as you market, those home run and nuclear home run deals will come when you least expect them. Now let's take a look at these deal flows in case studies and see how that lays out. Options done right. Low risk, high reward. Take control of the property with no ownership. We took this property under control with a $10 option fee, no rehab whatsoever. We spent less than $150 in marketing. The price is $139K. We sold it for $139K. Wait a minute, Steve. You took control of the property at $139 and sold it for $139, and we got a fee in 22 days. Okay, we used an exclusive equitable interest purchase option. Okay, we assigned that exclusive agreement to the end buyer. Okay, the buyer paid us an assignment fee to assign that to them. Okay, for $8,500. This property actually appraised for around $155 as is. Okay, so the buyer got a good deal, we got a good deal, the seller got a good deal. Everybody wins through that program. Again, options done right, low risk, high reward. This particular deal was a short sale deal. We took access to this property with our particular equitable interest option. What happened with this, the short sale was not approved. We used a smart flip program and it became a deed in lieu. This is a zero investment with zero rehab. Again, originally a short sale, found the buyers not approved, agreed to go deed in lieu. So $350,000 home. Closed all of that in about 75 days. The profit on this was $9,870 paid to me personally, because this particular servicing company would not pay it to a company. So I was happy to get paid $9,870 personally instead of my company. Again, zero investment, no rehab. All of this because we knew how to work short sales and deed and lose correctly. A nice little double, guys. Take them when you get them. It keeps you in the game. Now, the next deal is a $13,738 profit on this particular closing. This particular closing, we had a $100 option fee with no rehab. One newspaper ad, an information box in front of the house. Our entry into this house, an exclusive equitable interest purchase option, sold to a retail end buyer. Sold it in 27 days. Our profit was $13,738.36. A nice little triple, guys, with no real estate commission paid on this particular closing. You'll see some in a moment that do. Okay, the next one is a $57,200 profit. A serious home run, guys. And get a load of this particular case study. We have a $1,000 equitable interest option purchase investment with no rehab before closing. This particular deal has the highest option fee that I have ever paid on any property ever. Why? The seller demanded a higher option fee, but I knew, and Peggy knew, that we could sell this property at a substantial profit. Okay, while we hemmed and hawed and we complained and we argued, we still gave them the $1,000 they were looking for because we knew that we could sell this property. We secured the property with an exclusive equitable interest purchase option. Our exit was a realtor sold to a retail end buyer. Sold in 46 days. Our net profit after $10,350 real estate commission was $57,200. Get it, guys? Look, if you've got enough profit in a deal and you can afford to pay a realtor, let a realtor list that property for you. You're always looking to work with an investor-friendly realtor. Let them list it or hire an individual payment listing service to do that for you, and let other realtors help you sell it. If there's enough profit in a deal, utilize realtors who want to make money. I would strongly recommend that. That's for sure. Now, the next deal is a major nuclear home run deal. And the reason why I call this a nuclear home run is like when you get this kind of closing and you ask that title company to wire this money to you, right? It's like when that wire is coming from the title company's bank account, zapping over to yours, you know the Red Sea is parting, you know the ocean is parting, and that $100,000 plus zoom right straight into your bank account, guys. This is a big deal. You say, Steve, can I get these kind of deals? You better believe you can. We're going to help you market for these. We're also going to mentor you through these type of deals as well. This particular deal was a $100 option fee investment with $14,335 after close rehab. After close rehab did not have to be done before the end buyer purchased the home, and then the rehab was done afterwards. The entry was an exclusive equitable interest purchase option, and the realtor sold to a retail end buyer. Sold in 120 days. The profit was $108,248K, a big time nuclear home run after $14,500 real estate commission was paid. Yes, we market to find buyers ourselves, but hey, if a realtor brings a buyer and we can afford to pay the realtor in the deal, man, we're doing that all day long. Obviously, on this deal, we could afford to pay and happy to pay $14,500 in real estate commissions. Now, this is a big deal, guys. It's very important that you pay close attention here. I hope you got your notebooks handy and you got yourself strapped in. This is really, really important that you hear this. The top 6 reasons many people fail to succeed at a high level, not just in real estate, not just as real estate investors, but quite frankly, at anything. Number 1 is a lack of education. It's kind of like a puzzle, trying to put all the pieces together versus a definitive step-by-step roadmap. And that's a real issue for us, guys. You'll go take a wholesale course here. You'll go take a landlording course here. You go take a flipping course here. You go take a rehabbing course here. And none of that melds together. I've seen so many people spend so much money on program after program after program, and when they're through with all of that, a year or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 years later, they're still not effectively doing deals because there's so much confusion as to which form to use, which entry to use, which exit to use. None of it is synergistic. None of it is fused together. So why not then choose the yellow brick road? Yeah, we really had to go to that one, guys. A definitive step-by-step roadmap towards the Emerald Palace, or towards cash flow and financial freedom, by using a program that works in unison together. That's what the 6-figure plus or bust program does, and that's what the Smart Flip opportunity does for you as well. A definitive step-by-step roadmap, including Guerrilla Marketing 101 options that allow you to do wholesale and retail deals. Retail flipping, a big-time opportunity, guys. Short sales, we're going to give you the short and long of all of that. And Prepare to Succeed, our final module on the final day of our class, Deal Making 101 on steroids. You'll learn to become, or be trained to become, a professional deal maker and a professional real estate investor. Instead of a piece by piece, or a piece of this and a piece of that, no matter the single family deal type, as a professional investor, you will be equipped with acquisition and exit techniques that all work in unison as one coherent business plan and approach. 2 is lack of time and training. No time. My goodness, Steve, I just have no time. I work 72 hours a day. The kids are this and the wife is that, or the husband is this and the kids are that. Never enough time, right? It is an issue, but you have to make time. Always something or somebody getting in the way. It's the rat race. It's what Peg and I call the rat race. We've been there. You got to fight your way out of the rat race. You got to put some priorities in. It says, hey, where I'm at is not cutting it. Where I want to go is in a different place. And so you got to find a way to get yourself out of the rat race and focus on what you need to do to get you there, versus making time for wealth building and training. If it is important to you, you will find a way. If not, you will find an excuse. Again, guys, we've been there. Once you find that way, once you look yourself in that mirror and say, hey, what I'm doing isn't working, I need to do something different, then that's the moment when you'll choose to do something different. And what we'll show you tonight is certainly a viable alternative to where you are today, and a viable alternative to where you want to go, and a program to help you get there. 3rd would be a fear of loss and doubt. College education builds well for others. Okay, truly, it costs a lot of money to pay for a child's college education? Are they qualified to train and teach our children? Our young adults. Are those that are training them at that high level qualified? Have they ever run a business? My son, who is our chief technology officer, he says, no, they're not. Okay, and I would simply agree with that. Are they qualified from a business perspective? Have they ever operated a business? Have they ever been out here in the trenches? Or are they ones that just have the book knowledge? Well, the good news is they do have the book knowledge and they do have the ability to train, but are they really qualified? Look, we'll pay $50,000 up to $100,000 or more for our kids, our young adults' educations, right? We'll invest that much money in them, and guys, trust me, I am very big on education. At least you give your child the opportunity to get a great education so they can succeed at a higher level in life and in business, hopefully. But then, what are we willing to do for ourselves? We're willing to spend this kind of money on someone who's really not qualified to train or teach because they've never done it. But then when it comes to ourselves, are we willing to do it for ourselves? Are we willing to invest in ourselves? Are there any guarantees with this training that we're giving our students and spending all this money? No, there is no guarantee they're going to go out and become millionaires. There's no guarantee they're going to be uber successful. What this education does is gives them the opportunity to have a more successful personal life and business life with a greater education in today's society and business environments. We must be willing to invest in our own short and long-term futures as well as we are our children. If not, most likely we're going to stay in the same place. Doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. Again, doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. You have to be willing to invest in yourselves, if not anything else, guys. You may doubt everything else around you, but the one you have to believe in is you. And once you do that, then I say you're ready to join our team. Number 4, limits. There is more than just ugly houses. Many investors want to limit themselves to just doing the ugly houses. There's more. Why not luxury homes? Wholesale rehab flips are great. Control without ownership is greater. We can buy homes up to $1.5 million and higher. How about you? Well, you can too with the Smart Flip program. Number 5, lack of support, network, and structure. Classroom versus real-world deal making. Combine investor education and mentoring, investor deal engineering partners, investor lending resources, investor guerrilla marketing 101 resources, lead generation, and unlimited lead submission mentoring with our mentoring program. And finally, lack of consistent action. Fits and spurts, right? We must be willing to engage in consistent action and be willing to take advantage of great opportunities when they present themselves. It's like it's right in front of you. You can almost reach it. Man, I have been there. Peg and I have been there in many cases in many years past. It's like, okay, huge success is just right there in front of me. I can feel it. I can grab it. I can almost touch it, but I just don't quite get there. Have you ever felt that way? I know everybody on the webinar tonight has felt that way and may still do right now. Here's what happened with Steve and Peggy. When we realized many years ago as real estate investors, even after being builders and developers, very experienced in real estate, when we got into real estate investing, we had some success, but not the kind of success we really wanted to have on that side of it. When we were reaching out to grab all of that, we said, wait a minute, what's right there is us. What we had to grab a hold of was us. We had to go out and get the proper training, the proper technique, spend tons of money so that we could become, get this down guys, so that we could become a bigger, better, badder us. Yeah, say that real fast 3 times. You must become a bigger, better, badder you, whether it's at real estate investing or anything else that you're doing. And the number one way of doing that is to put yourself into a program, whether it's in real estate or whatever it is, and to learn a way forward, a step-by-step, the yellow brick road, so that when you grab a hold of you, you become a part of that yellow brick road, and then you can then have that success at whatever you're doing, much less real estate investing. Leaders, winners, and champions take charge. They take action. Show me a leader, I'll show you a winner. Show me a winner, I'll show you someone who chose to be a champion. Here's a big time power quote, which is really apropos to the statement that we just made. Champions are not made in gyms, but rather from something they have deep inside them. A desire, a dream, a vision. This power quote comes from none other than world champion boxer Muhammad Ali, certainly worthy of coining this phrase. Champions are not made in gyms, but rather from something they have deep inside them. A desire, a dream, a vision. Indeed, a vision. Did you know more than 50% of home buyers are not able to qualify for a home loan? Check it out. Many people cannot qualify today, especially millennials, but many people who have financial issues as well. Many home buyers or sellers do not like using us mangy real estate agents. Seriously, many do not. That's why for sale by owner is so big these days, guys. Enter the Smart Flip. We have real solutions, and so can you. The 6 Figures Plus or Bust program, guys, is a boot camp, a classroom that lasts for 3 days. Then we have 90 days mentoring thereafter. Have approximately 18 to 20 hours of detailed classroom training, 3 days, Friday evening, Saturday, and Sunday. Those days and times are subject to change after classroom mentoring. Unlimited deal submissions for 90 days. We have submission forms for you that you can submit, and there's an unlimited amount you can submit. Typically in mentoring, you're limited to the amount of deals that your mentor will work for you. In our case, that is absolutely not true. You can submit as many deals that you come across and effectively market for as many as you want in that 90-day time frame. 3, the investor can submit deals after the 90 days for approval. Even after the 90-day mentoring, which is included as a part of our program, you can submit deals to us thereafter. And if we see that it's a money-making opportunity, we may well approve to work that deal with you. Just the other day, I had a real estate investor, an accountant, a lady that's an accountant. She submitted a deal to us. This is almost 6 years ago that she was mentored, but it was a particularly difficult deal, and she needed some help with some of the deal engineering on this. Submitted a deal to us. We agreed to work with it because we estimate there's going to be a nice about a $75,000 profit on that deal. So that can be done as well with our program. So we have a 5-module structure system, one coherent step-by-step system working in unison. 1, Guerrilla Marketing 101, Options, Wholesale Retail. 1, Coherent Business Plan, Retail Flipping, Short Sales, and to recap again, Prepare to Succeed, Deal Making 101 on steroids. Let's talk a little more detail about Guerrilla Marketing 101. What we do is we fuse unique online and offline marketing techniques. We will cover 15 different topics in this module, including advanced direct mail marketing techniques, advanced mail merge training, step-by-step illustration. You'll receive that information digitally as well. Done for you HTML posting. If you know nothing about HTML or computer coding or computer language, we provide the code to you to simply insert your own websites. Once you have those and we give you clear instructions how to do this, you'll be able to post world-class HTML ads online. High quality squeeze pages are available through us. You can have your own. You can have your own built. We have some that are available to our students only. We do not sell them or offer them outside of this program. And much, much more, which allows you, the investor, to build a marketing funnel pipeline that will be the envy of many. Many students, again, many students have said this module alone is worth the investment of the tuition. And here you see Welcome to Real Growth Hosting. And you see 3 of our squeeze pages of the many that we offer and are available to our mentoring students. Houston Luxury Home Buyers, we have foreclosedhoustonhelp.com, and webuyhoustonhouses.com. And as a part of this, as I noted, you'll get the done for you click-through HTML coding, which will then lead your prospects to your squeeze pages and or through an ad that gets them your phone number so that they can contact you either through your phone number, via email, or click onto your squeeze page to then fill out a form so you can capture their information and then contact them back shortly after that. All of this activity brings more unique home sellers and more home buyers than ever before. Let me assure you, our Guerrilla Marketing 101 is unmatched and unparalleled in the real estate investing universe. And we are so confident in that, we provide an uncompromised 100% guarantee. and that guarantee is you will have leads to work either during the classroom phase and or with 1 day after classroom is completed, or your full tuition amount is refunded. Guaranteed 100%, period. 2. Options, low risk, high reward. 1 coherent business plan, hybrid options. Done right, the single most rewarding and valuable tool for an investor. All forms and documents are included digitally and in hard copy as well. We will dissect and uncover the facts of how TREC rules and Texas statutes validate a savvy investor's use of this most powerful of all acquisition tools and techniques. Hint, equitable interest can be yours, fully compliant. No credit needed. Control without ownership. If you got a 500 credit score, welcome to the team. We're not worried about your credit score. You're not going to have a ton of money either. No cash down payments are needed. In most cases, we're going to train you to take control without ownership. However, we do have techniques for you to take control with ownership, and it is an important part of what you can do, but most of the time the smart flip comes into play. You can do that with no credit needed whatsoever and no cash down payment needed whatsoever. In most cases, you can take control of these properties just like we have shown you for $10 to $100 acquisition equitable interest purchase option fee. Not a termination fee, but a purchase option fee. The smart flip. Retail flipping, entry and exit. Our goal here is primary control without ownership, and ownership when wanted. The art of retail flipping is a gold mine in the hands of a savvy investor on any deals, but especially luxury deals. Most investors work in the $50,000 to $150,000 range. As we showed you before, what percentage of retail closings are had on a given month as opposed to wholesale or landlord closings? 96 to 4%. So what do we need to spend most of our time, and what techniques do we need to know to make sure that our envelope of deals is opened up so much wider and our funnel of deals is opened up so much wider so that our income can be much larger, i.e. the 6-figure plus or bust mantra, right? That's our goal for every one of our mentoring students, is that they can earn 6 figures plus. And the best part of it is that's the strongest goal that we have to have. That has to be the goal. So we will again dissect the laws, facts, and form as to how the smart flip hybrid approach to options, retail flips, leases, sandwich leases, subject to and wraps are indeed perfectly legal and viable tools for you, the soon-to-be professional real estate investor. Number 4, short sales. Again, control without ownership. We have personally closed over 100 short sale and deed in lieu deals through our companies that we've worked us through, guys. Profit in short sales. We will again dissect how the changes in rules, laws, and settlement provisions in recent years makes this technique a serious smart flip element. Short sales today are much easier than 5 years ago and can be a great profit center for a savvy investor by controlling the property without ownership. All documents are included in the control without ownership technique. 5, last but not least, prepare to succeed. Deal making 101 on steroids. All of our training culminates with this last half day focused on world-class dialogues. The dialogues will be provided to you in print and also in digital format, so you'll have a word-by-word, step-by-step, exactly what to say, okay, to your prospective sellers and your prospective buyers. Of course, you're welcome to use any dialogues you want to, but we do provide those that we use on a daily, ongoing basis. Deal structuring, deal making, and exit strategies in a second to none. Let's make a deal engineer training. Our goal is to turn you into professional real estate investors by showing you how to be professional deal engineering investors, all of which prepare this newly trained investor to become, again, a professional real estate investor. This is our success book cover. Each one of our students at the beginning of the classroom phase gets about 1.5 to 2 inch thick binder with all the outlines of everything that we train, all the hard copies of all of the contracts and documents that we use to do this business with. Then inserted inside the notebook is indeed a digital copy of those forms as well. It's all in a heavy-duty binder and really gives the new investor a hard copy tool to reference back to at any time they would like, much less during the classroom training phase. So 3 ways you make money with our program. 1, doing deals. primary source of income. You'll be trained to become a professional deal maker with this class. Number 2, referring students. No kidding. Get 15% of referred student tuition. Many of you on the webinar tonight have been referred, and some of you are on the webinar tonight are the ones who have referred these particular students that are taking advantage of this presentation tonight and will be taking advantage of the 6 Figures Plus or Bust program. So you can get paid 15% of the referred student tuition. Referred student deal closings. During the mentoring time, the 90 days mentoring time, any deals that are closed with those specific referred students, if you referred them, you're going to get 15% of our net income on the deal. If we earn $10,000 on a particular deal, you're going to get $1,500 of that, guys. Literally, your tuition could easily be returned from just referring students or buying your own home. No kidding. We have quite a few people who have taken our program in the past that really come to take it just so they can learn how to buy their own home and get a better deal on their own home. Now what's happened is, after they learn how to do that and we mentored them through buying their own home and them saving 5, 10, 15, 20% on that home, then many of those people said, wow, why don't I at least do this part-time, make some extra money and save up for my retirement? And a handful of them have gone on to become full-time professional real estate investors. All docs and forms included, and absolutely no upsells, period. And we'll cover more about that in just a moment. 100% return of tuition with deal closing. This is one of the many ways you can get your full tuition back. Once mentoring students' earnings equal $10,000 or more from closings of a single deal or multiple deals during the 90 days mentoring, mentored deals will be split 50-50 with Peggy and myself and our company. Investor may submit deals for approval after 90 days with the 50-50 split as well. So once you earn $10,000 or more from a single closing or multiple closings, could be a couple of singles if that's how it happens, then 100% of the tuition that you paid will be returned and refunded immediately. And again, absolutely no classroom training upsells, period. None whatsoever. I will not spend, or Peggy will not spend 1 minute upselling you to another training class during this training. Our goal with this program is to create professional real estate investors, not, I repeat, not professional real estate students. And that's what so many become. They give the gurus their credit card, and that credit card becomes like a ticket to eternity, and they never become a professional real estate investor. Bonus time. A 100% return of tuition with deal closings. Bonus. For a limited time only, we will extend the 90-day time mentoring time frame to 180 days to earn the $10K for the refund of tuition. Investor may submit deals for approval after the 90 or even after 180 days for a 50-50 split with us working those deals with them. So instead of 90 days for a limited time, up to 6 months if you need extra time to earn up to $10K on deals, so that once you earn $10,000, we'll refund your full tuition absolutely free. And again, absolutely no classroom training upsells, period. Not 1 minute spent during the classroom phase upselling you to another program, period. I will be spending all of my time, Peggy will be spending all of her time training you, again, how to become a professional real estate investor, not a professional real estate student. Complete the form. Now, some of you on the webinar tonight have already been to our website and done this. So bear with us for just a moment. There are some of us on the webinar tonight or watching this by video who have not. And this is really important. Break out your notebook and take this down. Go to northhoustonhomebuyers.com. Click on the Real Estate Investor Mentoring tab. Review the page info. Scroll down towards the bottom of the page and complete the I want to be a professional real estate investor form. We will review your submitted information. If we feel you are a good candidate for our team and program, we will welcome you with open arms to the team and advise the next dates and times our program is available for you. So the total one-time tuition cost, which includes 90-day deal mentoring, is $2,995. We will allow a spouse or one business partner to enter the program at half off at $1,400 You can attend one additional classroom or online course for $500 when available. So we allow anyone, any of our prior students, I don't care if they took the course a month ago or if they took the classroom phase a year ago or 5 years ago, they are more than welcome to attend our course again for that fee of $500. Again, absolutely no training upsells period during the classroom phase. So we have these payment choices for you. You can fax or email completed page 4 of the program, which is our information and terms. You may choose, if you'd like, 2 or 3 credit or debit cards. Just complete more than one form. Some folks don't have enough room on this card or enough room on that card. That's okay. You can complete several different forms and send those forms over to us, and we can get you up and going that way. You can also go to northhoustonhomebuyers.com site, click on the Real Estate Investor Mentoring tab, then scroll down to the program image and click on that image, which reveals the full 4-page program, including our terms and conditions and the forms that you would fax in if that's the route you would like to go as well. Also, we have a secure payment method as well. Go to the same web page at northhoustonhomebuyers.com, click on the Real Estate Investor Mentoring tab, and then once you're ready to opt into the program and you've already been accepted to the team, then you can click the Buy Now button under PayPal, a very secure method of doing that. And you can always email your scanned forms over to northhoustonhomebuyers@gmail.com. If you've been referred by someone else who is referring you, you can send the forms to them and they'll get them to us. If not, if you send those forms directly to us, be sure to include the person who has then sponsored you into our program and referred you into our program. That would be very important to us. We would like to congratulate them and you for taking advantage of the additional income opportunity that our program provides. Again, I want to be very clear. You have a 100% guarantee that you will have leads to work either during the classroom and or within 1 day after classroom is completed, or your full tuition is refunded. 100% guarantee. Now, in closing, every now and then when we're making live presentations or even sometimes on webinars where we allow chatting, we'll get a question after all this: Steve, how can you train and teach all of this stuff? Or Peggy, how can you train and teach all of this stuff and give a 100% guarantee and return of tuition? They say, what's the catch, Steve? Or what's the catch, Peggy? Let me tell you what the catch is. The catch is you. The catch is you. When you look in the mirror and you say, what I'm doing is working and I don't need anything else, great. You don't need this program, okay? We'd love to have you. But if what you're doing is working and taking you where you want to go in life and business, you don't need anything else. But if you look in the mirror and you say, wait a minute, what I'm doing isn't working now and probably isn't going to work anywhere near in the near future, and so I need to do something different. And I need to get a hold of me. If I'm reaching out and grabbing something, I need to get a hold of me, and I need to work on me. I need to become a bigger, better, badder me, whether it's real estate or whatever I'm going to do. And if that's the case, you got to get a hold of you. You're the catch, okay? See, it's no longer a matter of whether this program works or not. That's a foregone conclusion. It's only a matter if you want to work or not. And as we can see from before, doubt kills more dreams than failure ever will. You got to believe in yourself. And if you do, what do you have to lose? Here's what you have to lose: a serious opportunity to learn a step-by-step system and become a professional real estate investor, and an opportunity to make a real 6-figure income part or full-time. And here's our closing power quote, guys, as we close it out. The wise will admire you, the wishful will envy you, the weak will hate you. This is the reality for those who dare to be epic, and for those who choose to be a champion. Go ahead, dare to be epic. Go ahead, choose to be a champion. And if you're willing to do that, then I'd like to be the first to welcome you to Team Reward and to congratulate you on becoming a true real estate warrior, aspiring to reach your destination through real estate investing. It's been a huge pleasure for me to share this opportunity with you tonight. And don't forget, go to our website that we've given you and fill out that form and let us know why you want to be a part of our program. If you've already filled out that form, I'd like to welcome you to the team. It's been a distinct pleasure again to share this with you. We're looking forward to sharing this full opportunity in the classroom phase and then mentoring you through a tremendous program that offers you and anyone who takes it a tremendous opportunity at having success as a professional real estate investor. Thank you so much. God bless and have a good night.